The introduction of Tier 10 medium tanks and tank destroyers to the game was a logical step in the development process. They changed the gameplay, provided players with more possibilities, and contributed to the diverse encounters on the battlefield. However, two vehicle types were still not represented at Tiers 9 and 10: light tanks and SPGs. Extending their branches was not as obvious as that of medium tanks and tank destroyers, but finally it happened for Arty with Update 8.6. Tier 10 SPGs were introduced to World of Tanks. The GWE 100, the Batshat Artillery, the T-92, and the Object 261. These four horsemen were designed to ravage the battlefield and wreck enemies. And they did quite well. The main idea of SPGs remained the same. They still stood at a distance, and players would need to scramble to find cover from their fire. However, these already destructive aspects were supplemented with a most impressive one-shots of Tier 10 vehicles. A Tier 10 SPG could send you right back to the garage at practically any moment in battle. You can't see it, don't know its position, yet it's already armed and willing to bring its wrath down on your doomed head. Despair coupled with frustration. That's what some players felt in their struggle against artillery. Meanwhile, for others, it was good old playing with one hand, eating with the other. To each their own, as they say. Nevertheless, artillery was still proving to be useful. Players would always have to be on the lookout for cover. They'd also be constantly changing positions and counting the time between arty shots. Back then, a mistake in any one of these aspects would be very costly. SPGs have been reworked several times since then. Developers have reduced their strength and power and limited their number in battles. But the feud between artillery and non-artillery players remains even today. A battle with no SPGs is something to celebrate for some players. A battle on Himmelsdorf is a tragedy for others.